Stop trying to convince people. I'm about to show you how the most persuasive people in the world get exactly what they want by doing the complete opposite of what you think works. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at human psychology the same way again. Welcome back to Mind Theory, where we decode the hidden patterns of human behavior. I'm your host, and today we're diving into reverse psychology, but not the basic stuff you think you know. These are the advanced techniques that billionaires, master negotiators, and influence experts use every single day. And here's the crazy part. I'm going to use these techniques on you while I'm teaching them. Let's see if you can catch me doing it. Here's something that will blow your mind. There's a small restaurant in New York that increased their sales by 30% overnight. Not by advertising, not by lowering prices, but by adding one simple line to their menu. We don't recommend this dish for first-time visitors. That's it. One line. And suddenly, that exact dish became their best seller. First-time customers were ordering it more than anyone else. This is called the forbidden fruit effect. When you tell someone they can't or shouldn't have something, their brain immediately wants it more. It's called psychological reactance. Our mind rebels against restrictions. Apple does this with their product launches. Tesla does it with their waiting lists. They're not just selling products, they're selling exclusivity. Instead of saying, you should buy this, try this might not be right for everyone. But watch how people suddenly lean in. This next technique is so counterintuitive, most people think it's crazy. Meet Marcus. He was the worst car salesman at his dealership. Dead last in sales for 3 months straight. Then he tried something radical. Instead of trying to sell cars, he started every conversation with, "You probably can't afford this car." Within 60 days, he became the top salesman. Customers weren't just buying cars. They were buying more expensive models to prove him wrong. Here's the psychology. People hate being underestimated. When you suggest they can't do something, they'll move mountains to prove you wrong. It triggers their ego, their pride, their need to demonstrate capability. But here's the warning. This only works if you're genuinely offering something valuable. Use it to manipulate, and it backfires spectacularly. But here's where it gets really interesting. Netflix doesn't ask, do you want to watch a movie? They ask, what do you want to watch? Notice the difference? The first question gives you an escape route. You can say no. The second assumes you're already watching. It just lets you choose what. This is the choice illusion. Instead of asking yes or no questions, you give people choices between your preferred options. Don't ask, can we meet this week? Ask, would you prefer Tuesday at 2 p.m. or Wednesday at 4 p.m.? You've eliminated the option of not meeting. They're just choosing when. McDonald's mastered this. They don't ask if you want fries. They ask what size. Starbucks doesn't ask if you want a drink. They ask what you're in the mood for. The customer feels in control because they're making choices. But you've already controlled the framework of those choices. This final technique is the most powerful, but also the most dangerous. There's a luxury handbag company that did something insane. They had thousands of bags in their warehouse, but they created waiting lists. Customers had to wait 6 months for bags that were sitting in storage. Sales increased 400%. People were paying full price to wait for something they could have had immediately. This is the scarcity paradox. We want what we can't have. But here's the twist. It only works if the scarcity feels authentic. Fake scarcity backfires. Only 3 left in stock when you have 300, people see through it. But genuine limitations? That's psychological gold. Supreme releases 50 hoodies and sells out in minutes. Concert venues could be bigger, but smaller venues create more demand. The limitation has to be real. Throughout history, the most influential minds have mastered the art of persuasion, using advanced psychological techniques to shape decisions and outcomes. These are not simple tricks or surface-level tactics. They are the hidden strategies that drive billionaires, master negotiators, and world leaders. From the allure of forbidden choices, to the subtle art of offering options, to the magnetic pull of true scarcity, these methods shape the world around us. But with great power comes great responsibility. These techniques are not for everyone. Only those willing to look deeper, to question the obvious, and to handle the weight of influence should continue. We dive deep into psychology that most people aren't ready for. Our content isn't for everyone. It's only for people who want to understand the hidden forces that control human behavior. People who can handle the responsibility that comes with this knowledge. So if you're just looking for surface-level tips, if you want quick fixes and life hacks, this isn't the place for you. You should probably find a different channel. But if you're still here, if you want to master the psychology behind influence, persuasion, and human behavior, if you're ready to see how deep this rabbit hole really goes, then maybe, just maybe, you're ready for what we teach at Mind Theory. The choice is yours. Oh, and that restaurant story I told you at the beginning, there's a dark twist to it that changes everything. What they didn't tell their customers is why they really added that warning. It wasn't about exclusivity. It was about something much more sinister. I'll reveal the full truth in next week's video about the psychology of manipulation. But I'm warning you, once you see how deep this rabbit hole goes, you can't unsee it. Hit that notification bell if you dare. Some knowledge changes you forever.